What's going on? How's it going? How's it going? How's it going? Welcome to another episode of Popcorn and Pint.
What's up, everybody?
Hey,
Yes, what's up, everybody? How's everybody doing? How are you guys doing?
living
How
the
you guys
dream.
doing? Living the dream? Chris, that's a damn lie.
My fucking back hurts and I'm tired.
That's when you're tired.
That's it right there.
It's just we're old.
Pretty much. Pretty much. It's fuck it. Fuck it, right?
Nothing to do with age on my part here. Just straight up. No sleep deprivation, life of a streamer, life of a content creator, and life in general.
There you go.
I get it. It looks like we're getting rain all day tomorrow. So I turned my alarm off, yo. I was like, you know what? I don't want to wake up at 4:30 in the morning for no damn reason. See it pouring out.
Oh, you talking to me?
Yeah, just because I'm supposed. I get up earlier because if I'm running or not. But
Yeah,
shit.
it's funny too. I was gonna ask you because Danae's like, you know what? I'll go with you if you get your cousin to go, bring his wife, and Sturdy's running or not. Like, I just kind of want to go. I was like, let's just unwind. Like, I'm not gonna pitch doing shoots for nobody. Let's just watch some race and enjoy the sun and feel the fucking breeze on our skin because we haven't done it together in a while.
Is it supposed to rain tomorrow? I haven't even looked.
I've been looking, and yeah.
Hey, even if it's not, just look up because it might be me peeing off a roof on top of you.
There you go.
Giving you the old golden shower.
Wouldn't be the first time.
Yes, it would be.
Why is everybody always telling my secrets out here, bro? The fuck?
Last couple days, man. Fucking shit's out on you.
Jesus.
And some wild times. Which, yo, speaking of the last couple of days, listen, you guys need to start turning into the scene snobs on Fridays. I'm assuming that's when it's gonna be. Yeah, I'm not sure the exact times. We did it at 9:00 last. Well, they start at 9 and get there till 10. And last week we did 10:00. But the Mick at Nights, those shits are so fun and funny. The videos we were watching last night, guys. I went in there with the full intention of not laughing as much as I did. And I probably laughed at like 7 of those videos. Easily.
Thanks, Ben. Appreciate that, buddy.
Easily.
Hey,
Yo.
Yes. Thank you, Ben. But we are gathered here tonight.
We are gathered here today.
Review these two movies.
we are.
Frida and Super Lopez. And I just want to, while I have the screen up, I just want to say this to you guys. Listen, these past couple of weeks, we were having some great movies, double features.
You're welcome.
And then we got this week.
See,
What?
I didn't mind this week, man. I the way you guys were talking in the chat, like we're almost psyching me out, like we're playing basketball or something, because I was scared to watch Frida. But we'll get into it. But nah, this is another great week. Like, holy shit.
Yeah, I didn't like these movies. I didn't like either one of them, really.
What are we starting with? What are we starting with?
Frida.
Okay.
How does this really? Either of them?
Either
At all?
Nah, I laughed a little bit at Super Lopez, but I didn't like the movie. Like, it wasn't. I wouldn't go back to either one of these.
Did you miss context because of needing to be, the what you call it, the subtitles and shit? Because it was funny as fuck.
Because the subtitles were off on mine. They were like off for like a split second.
No, the sound and the subtitles were off.
Yep.
By like 10 seconds almost.
It had, like I said, it had its funny. But let's start with Super Lopez since we're already talking about it. It had its funny parts, it had its chuckles and all that, but it just didn't do it for me. But let's dive into the ratings, no reasons, and then we'll get into the film.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna go 5.
Which one are we doing?
Super Lopez.
I'm giving this a 6.5.
Siete.
Oh shit!
Wow.
I'm too high to even figure that out.
That's seven. That's a 7.
Even I know that, and I'm the lightest one here.
I had to think about it. I'm high. I had to think about it. Nowhere near that. I gave it a 2.
Oh,
And that
Wow.
was being generous.
He didn't pay attention to the context of the jokes that hit. That's what happened.
He took it. The thing is, with the subtitles, Sturdy
You
has
said-
to take his eyes off the screen to smoke his bong, so he misses.
No, I
half.
wasn't even smoking.
That's no excuse, man.
I wasn't even smoking. What was your score again, Caucasian Chris?
I gave it a 5.
All right. We'll give it a 7.
And honestly, I think the delay in sound and the subtitles might have took just a little bit out of it for me. It was hard to follow in some parts because I don't know what the deal was. I watched it was on Netflix, and then I thought it started fine, and then as the movie went on, like the delay between the subtitles and the sound got a little worse. Did everyone else watch it on Netflix? I don't ever have that issue.
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched it on Netflix.
So it wasn't just me.
No, it definitely did. But at the same time, once I realized that that's the case of what was happening, I basically kept reading it, and as it was passing, and then kind of letting my brain catch up because there was enough of a space between certain dialogues that I can take in the imagery that was occurring and then link what line was whose to what situation. And plus, on the other hand, like I'm not 100% fluent, but at the same time, I can definitely pick up certain key words and go, okay, that belongs to that. That belongs to that. Okay, this is what's happening now. That's what he was saying. You know what I mean? So it's like I had to basically kind of take all the little bits of information collected between visuals, certain words, cues, and like other things, and then basically in my mind restructure and edit the video, the movie in my head to make it a complete movie.
I was doing a little bit of the same thing, just thanks to all my years of high school Spanish and.
So you guys were watching this? There's a Spanish version, like it's in Spanish.
Yeah, we watched one that was all Spanish and it had
see, I had it on Netflix. I had subtitles for English, and they were speaking English.
Oh shit!
Really?
And that was really off. That's why my stuff was only off by like 2 or 3 seconds.
I think there's some stuff on Netflix that will let you change the actual language they're speaking.
Yeah,
voice.
I didn't know. I did it by accident.
I didn't know this movie was in Spanish either. I didn't really pay too much attention to it because it was English for me as well.
I think half the movies on the wheel have been in Spanish with subtitles.
No, not necessarily.
There's been a few, man.
Not like all the way through. There's been Spanish in it, but not like a lot of them haven't been like all the way through Spanish. Like Chef, that was
Pan's Labyrinth was though, right?
Yeah, that was.
That was, yeah.
Absolutely.
But I mean, this movie was stupid, but it had some good jokes enough that kept me entertained along the way.
A lot of references.
Which is, and it pulled on some other. It's like making fun of other comic book movies. I think mainly Superman.
Yeah.
So I mean, I found it was an enjoyable watch just for what it was. I thought.
Halfway through, I made the correlation that this was kind of in between the realm of like what superhero movie and like scary movie style, and then you know what I mean. And I was like, okay, so this is definitely a cool little spoof movie, but at the same time, it's goofy enough and funny enough that even though the story lacked a little bit in certain places, I really enjoyed it, honestly. And that's the only reason why I gave it, like, I was torn between giving it a 6 and a 7. So I landed in the middle and split the difference with Deadpool over here.
Now, have any of you guys watched Smallville before?
Yeah.
Yep.
And you guys know who played Lois Lane on that show, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Erica Durance. I thought that, what's her name? Luisa Lana's was almost similar looking to Erica Durance. I was very, very close. Like it was pretty spot on. I mean, I didn't no idea who the actors are in this movie. I've never seen anything else they're in.
No, I feel Puerto Rican Chris. To your point, as soon as I didn't know what I was getting into when this started, and then as soon as they showed the baby with the mustache, I'm like, oh, okay, this is where we're going with this.
Mm-hmm.
Because that cracked me up a little bit, especially when after he gets sent to Earth and the father goes in to try to shave it, and then it just grows right back.
Yeah, you hear the sound of like ingrowth, and then like there's the mustache.
I was
I'm like,
hoping they would have done a little like Hitler mustache joke on it or something. You know what I mean? Like it grew back just in the little patch at first.
that would have been funny. Like a quick glance, like he looks at it, that's all that there. He looks away like he can't believe it and looks back. It's like then it's full grown. That would have been good.
The situation with him like kind of coming to, I guess, to terms with his powers. Certain little things were rocky and it was still funny, but I kind of didn't like the how to explain it. I guess the jump from him being a child to an adult, because honestly, like the kid that they chose, completely different appearance. Like this kid looks like he's gonna be one of those like fucking pretty boy chiseled as a grown-up like Chad type dudes, and then they go to this fucking guy that's
Tall,
like
skinny,
partial Borat, partial fucking like I'm like, what the fuck? Like nothing like the appeal of what you would imagine that kid would grow up to be.
I think that's the joke of the movie too. I think it's season.
Mm-hmm.
One of my favorite themes in the movie is the fact that he gets stronger when you basically destroy him with insults. That was kind of hysterical.
I remember that part.
Like when he pushes the girl off the swing as the kid, he's just pushing her until she starts insulting him, and then she just goes flying. And then when the speakers are there and he's trying to rescue, I don't even remember what the female character's name was, and his other friend Jamie, because they're tied up, and
Louisa,
they just start
Louisa,
that's it. I know, Dadpool just said it, and they just start berating the shit out of him.
I kind of really liked how wait, what was the first thing you said there? I'm sorry, my brain is fucking melted. What was the very first thing you had said about that in that whole situation?
That's where he got his strength, from them berating him.
Oh, yeah. So fucking, it's cool to see like all of these different things. And especially like you don't typically see the, I guess, Clark Kent or evolution of like he's using his powers and people see him and the shit going on. It's always like it happened like just out of sight of something, and it was like Martha and John that caught it and was like safeguard them and like, all right, we need to get you to control this and make sure you understand you can't do this for some people. But this was fucking completely different. The John or Juan at that point was like trying to run his business in the car repair, and the customer rolls up, sees the kid lift the fucking car from the side. He's like, yeah, I'll just find another place for somebody to work on my car. And then like the other shot after the soccer shit, and he just fucking was like, you know what? I just want to win. So he goalie takes the ball, fucking zigzags through everybody and just kicks the goalie in for the goal. And then the dad's like, bro, what did I tell you? You can't do shit like that in front of people. And he gets mad and just closes the door and the whole fucking car flips. I was like, that was great.
I enjoy scenes where kids get jokingly hurt. It's funny.
Oh, man, you should have seen some of the videos we watched last night with Mick.
Oh, my gosh. I'm flesh.
Oh, man, that fucking flash
good,
video,
Mick.
bro.
Was good, Mick.
And the little ninja. The little ninja.
I missed this. I'm gonna have to go back and watch this.
Oh my god, bro! It's like watching a little seal pretend to be a ninja.
The only one that made me laugh that wasn't even funny was the Alyssa Milano talking about poor kids or something.
Oh my god!
And the no-armed one. At first, I was like,
"You missed it." Yeah, that one was funny as hell.
I gotta get in on this.
Yeah, hey, Mick. Chris wants to join a Mick at Night on one of these nights because it's fun. And those videos were, oh my gosh, we got to do that again one night because that was hilarious. And the funniest part is I went in there trying not to laugh and I was high, and I there were just certain videos, that I just couldn't hold it. It'd be like for the first 3 seconds I'm good, but there's just something happens and it's not even really that funny, but for whatever reason I'll be the only one busted out laughing.
That's because you're stoned,
bro. Yeah. It was so fucking bad because like. The first sound of the video will hit, and Sturdy's like trying to get out of frame so that he's not caught laughing at the shit. He's trying to protect himself because the whole point is not to be laughing.
No. When I laughed, when I was doing that, I was already laughing on camera.
I know.
Laughing so hard. Like, what I would try to do is bite my face and bite my cheeks, but something was just too funny. I just boop, let it out. Just let it out. Oh my god, those shits are so
man,
funny.
that
I
little
can't wait to
fucking
do that again.
ninja. That little fucking ninja.
And Mick's laugh, man, that was crazy. Oh my god.
I couldn't
Dude,
hold
that-
it back when he went high. When he went high with the shit on the squeal laugh, I couldn't fucking hold it no more. I couldn't fucking hold
Yo,
it.
the one that got the Flash, and the like, I'm the Flash, and turned around to run, and he just falls, he trips. I lost it.
Bro, it's so dramatically done with the slow down, the music, and that kid had full intent in that turn and the begin first step, and it was so forceful how hard he hit the ground because of it.
But what made me laugh the hardest on that though is because somebody that's in that video is laughing. He's like, I just when I heard that, I'm like, this confirms it's even funnier than what I thought it was. This confirms it.
Plus
It's
his
always
voice.
It's always a great video when you hear the person filming it or someone in the background cracking
They
up.
were fucking laughing.
Wee Wolf is the connection.
But I enjoyed in Super Lopez. I enjoyed the relationship between Super Lopez and his boss / friend, who's not his boss.
With the boss hat on.
Kept talking about hats. He's interviewing people to try to score.
Yeah.
That's wild. Like that, yo, that's super wolf. I'm like, damn.
Sorry, guys.
You're good.
Wasn't yeah.
What about the callbacks? Oh no, go ahead, Chris.
Interviews are like a date. I mean, kind of. I guess.
That's what you want to call it. I mean, I'm not gonna call it
that. Taking its current social climates and etiquettes, I would say that this is inappropriate for the workplace.
Oh yes.
I would have to say this is an HR issue.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, you didn't get that memo. We're gonna let this one slide, but we're gonna send you to training, okay?
Yep. Sensitivity training too. Sign up for that too.
He'd be like, no, I'm delicate with them. We're not talking about how you touch them. You need the training more than we thought.
But I had my interviewer hat on, though. I had my interviewer hat on.
Oh, shit. See, I'm telling you, Sturdy, you missed some shit, man. I'm telling you, you missed some shit. There's 3 of us smiling over here.
Like I said, I chuckled at some parts. It's not a very memorable movie for me either. But
I'll forget I saw this at some point down the line.
Nah,
I'm going to be at that point. I'm going to be at that point soon. Real soon.
I will definitely tell people about this one. This one is going to be a recommend just because it was better than I expected.
It was fun watching him try to stop the train.
Oh,
yeah.
Stuck to the window.
It's all under control. Don't worry about it. Wait, and he's nervous. And
he's on the window, and then he sets up the slingshot, basically, to send it back. Sends it backwards. Oh, boy. That was a fun few minutes.
The fight with the other superheroes was pretty funny too. With the Batman, the Superman, the Hello Kitty, and SpongeBob.
Yeah. The street performers.
Conan. I think that might have been Conan or something, maybe.
That was one of my that was a great scene. And then, the fight breaks out amongst the street performers after he throws the punch. Yeah. One of my favorite jokes in this movie is him being helped into his superhero suit or out of his clothes every time he has to change. Like there's the scene at the big fight at the end where the main villain's in the robot, and after he tried burning his suit that's not burning, and his parents and again I forgot the female character's name. Louisa are just all trying to help him get the suit on. Or there's another scene where they're trying to help him get his clothes off because he has the suit on underneath. That was cracking me up. Yeah, those scenes were good.
It just didn't do it for me. Like I said, I chuckled at some parts, but other than that, it was just.
I mean, what about when he goes to fly and falls flat on his face? Like it's coming.
It's coming,
but still.
Nah, that one didn't really do it. That one wasn't the one that really did it for me.
The suit was obviously silly with it being so big, and it literally looks like a child made it with his mom.
It looks
You know
like
what I
child
mean?
pajamas. Yeah.
I didn't.
He's a sissy. He's a sissy. It's a,
Fucking A.
it's a Transformer versus a sissy.
And when he's fighting robot Lucia, was that the name?
Agatha.
I don't.
Agatha, yeah.
Agatha.
Lucia.
Agatha. Was
when
the
he's fighting the robot at his parents' house, and then his mom starts beating the robot with the shoe after he sit down. Like that was fun. That was pretty good.
See that I like that. I chuckled at. I'm not gonna lie. That was one
There
of
you
those that
go.
worked. But those, I guess,
Oh,
are a few.
my favorite callback joke in this movie. Jamie, I forgot who he's. I don't know if he's talking to Super Lopez at the time or what. Talking about, or no, maybe he's talking to the two janitors. Talking about the three things he thinks about to prolong his sexual activity, like his great aunt dancing. I forgot what they were. There was that. Was it one of like baseball or something? I don't remember. He talks about the three things to make him last longer. And then there's the scene after where the main villain goes to read his mind, and she sees that he called Super Lopez to apologize after he said those nice things about him. And he's like, oh no, she's reading my mind. And then it goes into him thinking about those three things.
Hey,
I thought that was my favorite joke in the movie.
that works.
I think mine was, what do you think you're on Planet X? Make sure you go tell Elf, E.T., and Zoltar I said hi. Those are obviously references to 80s movies.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of meta in this movie, to tell you the truth. A lot of meta.
It is. I appreciate the scary movie, the superhero movie type vibe they were going to.
Yeah.
It was okay. I mean, all in all, it was okay. Trying to think if I had any other noticeable stuff.
Did you watch the ending credits?
I know they set it up for like a sequel.
Yeah. With
Was there something after that?
Well, no, it was like the guy at the counter with the bald head.
Yeah.
It's Lord of the Pacifiers, which is in the. This is actual based on a comic book. So there's a comic book. Yeah, there's a comic book run with this story where Lord of the Pacifier is like Lord of the Rings type story that they follow, and he actually has a group of superheroes that look like it's like Captain Spain. It's like supposed to be like Captain America. There's like a Doctor Strange type. There's a Hulk type, I believe, and then like they eventually meet up with the Justice League in the comic books.
Really?
Yeah.
They need to make that into a show.
I also cracked up. So after he defeats the villain and her robot there, and he doesn't go to help his home planet, he sends the fat Spider-Man street performer. That was fucking hysterical. And then he tries to make out with his mother.
Right once he got there, too.
Yep.
Right once he got there.
Like, come on, that was a great scene. That was a great joke.
That was another one that was kind of funny, too. That was another one that was pretty funny.
So you guys know that the girl at the end is that little girl in the beginning, right?
Yeah.
When he's on the planet, they get sent out together.
Oh, yeah,
and
yeah.
She's going towards, and then when he hits the satellite, he goes to Spain and she goes to America.
Yep. Yeah, I know. Yeah. She was the evil chick. She was the evil chick. I remember that, yeah.
You sure you keeping your rating sturdy?
Yeah, I'm not moving this
What
one.
did you give it a 2?
Yeah. And that was being generous.
My special boy.
Did your wife watch it with you?
Nah.
I feel like it'd be up. I feel like she would enjoy it.
Maybe. She may chuckle at it some. Maybe laugh a little more than I did if she's even paying attention with this one.
I don't have much else to say about it, though. I mean, it was an okay watch. Had some good jokes.
Like I said, I'm going to keep it in mind. Recommend it because it's pretty decent. It's laughable. It put me in a decent mood while I was watching it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, I wasn't mad when I was watching it. I was just watching it. Would I watch it again? No, not even for background noise. I'd probably change the channel. But if you want to check it out, check it
Because
out.
he doesn't know Spanish.
If you want to check it out, check it out. I'll say that. Never tell you not to watch a movie if I don't like it. But we'll just heal up.
The wheel
I thought we
destiny.
that rice and beans wheel feels
That's
like
gone, right?
we wrap that up each week. But
Actually, wait a minute. You know what? We're not even spinning it this week, I think, because don't we have 2 more movies? Yeah, we have
Yes.
Dance With Me and Stand and Deliver next week.
we do.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's,
We said we were just going to kill off the wheel.
because there was only 4 movies left. So that's
Rice
the
and
last
beans.
2. Yeah. So that's the
Okay.
last 2 on there.
What were they?
Um,
Does it stand with me?
I'll
or
drop.
Dave?
I'll
Dance
drop
with
the-
me and
Dance with
Stand
Me
and
and
Deliver.
Stand and Deliver.
Stand and Deliver. What was Stand and Deliver?
sounds like
You're
a
gonna have
homies
to
movie.
watch and find out, and you're gonna have to tune in next week, Saturday at 9 p.m. to check out that episode and that review, and figure out if we have a way to make them go together, how they relate.
No. I'm definitely thinking of Stand By Me
Standing by you. You want me to stand by you, Chris?
all the time.
Okay. I'll stand by you next time I see you.
There we go.
Oh, won't you? That song just popped in my head.
And then for the viewers, maybe I'll drop it for you guys too. But I dropped it in our group chat. And I dropped
Yo,
it.
James is so nice to send us the movies for next week. Thank you, James. We miss you, buddy.
We do.
As soon as he gets that boot off his penis, he'll be back on.
I still don't understand how he broke in half.
That's a rookie move right there.
Wow.
Tell him to stay away from those
Things
fire.
just went horribly wrong.
Yep.
Damn. It's like, did somebody slam in the car door? Like, they just fall flat? Like, what the
I think a window fell on it.
Ooh, decapitation? No bueno.
I think he closed the
Got
window.
the head cut off? Damn.
Yeah, wasn't he putting the AC in the window and then that whole shit just slipped and the window just right?
No
Think so.
bueno. Note to self: do
It
not
is no
install
bueno.
ACs when I'm ready.
Bueno.
No bueno. In light of the rice and beans wheels.
Yes.
That's a no bueno.
I hope the next 2 movies are good. On to Frida. Frida. I'll tell you guys my rating right now. 2.
We watched the same movies. I'm going 8. I'm going 8. I'm going. Yeah, ocho y halfo.
8.5.
8.5. All right.
Yeah.
I was gonna say 8.
And then where's the
I was gonna say Trace.
Wow. Oh hell no! At least me and Dadpool helped this thing at least average out to about a 5.
I thought this movie was boring as shit.
I'm with
And the only thing, like, I was interested to see that, I don't know anything about the actual painter, Frida. How do you say her last name? I don't.
Kahlo?
Yeah, Kahlo. So, I mean, the historical aspect was interesting enough to me to see what to learn about her a little bit. But this was boring as shit. This 2-hour movie felt like at least 3 hours to me, and even with tits, that did not help that much.
Well, it was whose boobs was more important. Okay.
I feel like they're not really Selma Hayek's boobs.
Oh,
I want to believe they are, but I'm more inclined to believe it was some kind of stand-in.
Hollywood magic strikes again.
That's a word. That's what I'm assuming too. Could be wrong. I don't know. But I'm with you on everything you said. It was just boring. I couldn't wait for the shit to be over, and it was too fucking long for a boring ass movie.
Just out of curiosity, does anybody know anything about the actual painter and the whole unibrow thing?
No.
Like, okay. Like, it's because it could clearly be taken care of. She's the only person with the unibrow.
She is.
See,
I'm not criticizing it. If that's what she wanted, that's fine. But like, it's not mentioned or anything. I didn't know if it was intentional to keep it, or she refused to, do anything about it, or what. But
Mm-hmm. Didn't have good friends, I
I'm
guess.
legit just curious.
People just always staring at it when she's talking to her.
I'm not gonna lie. Every time she would, every time there was a scene, I was looking at it.
Yeah, and it threw me off because it's Selma Hayek. I'm like, man, it's Selma Hayek. It's still Selma Hayek though, but
I liked her paintings. I liked
Yeah.
her paintings. I enjoyed the cinematography when the scene starts out with something as like a painting and adjusts to the human scene going on, stuff like that. That was
yeah.
cool. Um,
Ooh, ooh.
yeah, I mean, they jump. There's nudity in this almost right away, like the sex scene immediately,
Mm-hmm.
which I'm not complaining about. The bus crash scene, the trolley scene crash was just weird though. The whole thing felt weird, and the way it was filmed, it just felt so fake to me.
Yeah, it did.
Like it
You know,
felt like you could clearly tell people were throwing a bucket of glass as opposed to it feeling like it was being smashed from the actual accident.
yeah, yeah.
I mean, all right. So that's the kind of the angle that you got to remember and come to when you're watching this movie, and that's literally that, because it's an artsy movie. It's an art movie about an artist and her come up and shit. So the intention behind telling the story with the imagery, making it beautiful, letting things be drawn out and breathe, like that's all part of what makes this movie part of why I give it the rating I give it. Those shots that they get, certain reflection shots, certain transitions, the way the pans are, the lighting, like all of that shit is literally why, like, what this movie's about. So, and that's why I give it the higher rating or whatnot, because I feel like they did a good job with all that stuff, pulling off an artist's vision through an art. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I get it.
And I'm a sucker for biopics, so I mean, anything biopic I'll watch, just because I'm a history guy. I love history and love watching, reading, absorbing it all. And
Nice.
I would have never assumed how much of a freak Frida was. Like she wanted to just fuck all the time. Like
That was legit the most interesting thing.
yeah, it was crazy. And then obviously she's 21, and that dude, was it Albert? Whatever his name is, played Diego. He was like 42 in the movie. He's double his age, double her age.
He's Doc Ock. That's what.
Yeah, that's
Doc
Ock.
That's
Alfred Molina. Yeah, Molina.
That's Doc Ock. No,
he's
but
a great actor.
He is. No, he's really good. But I mean, that's the only thing I was interested in when I was going to watch this. I'm like, I don't know when. I know this is a historical person.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why. I don't know anything about them. I thought their paintings were cool, but other than that, I'm like, why did they make a movie on her? That she doesn't seem like they portrayed anything of super significance in her life, other than that she banged Trotsky, and I'm like, what else?
She overcame the car accident and being disabled to rehabilitating herself to continue her art and not let that accident stop her art. And that's she rose to prominence as a famous artist.
I think that's the problem with the movie. Like what you were saying, Chris, they didn't really tell too much of. Like I feel this is crazy for me to say. It was like too much sex, and not enough about the story. If you even care about the story, you know what I mean? Like I didn't care about the story really. Like I wanted to see more of the after the accident, the downfall of that more. So I feel like it went too quick to her just getting back to her art and just. But again, rough week, rough week for me with these two movies. Happens every now and then.
See, I thought there was two significant lines I took away from that movie, though. First one was, if you lie down with dogs, you should expect to get fleas. I thought that was a powerful statement that she said. And then at the end, she's like, I've had 2 accidents in my life, Diego. The trolley and you by far were the worst.
That was a good scene.
That was a good scene. That was a good line.
After they get married, the celebration there's the group singing, which was good, and then his crazy ex-wife comes in saying, "You gave up these legs for these skinny twigs." Like, I thought that was a good scene. The group setting made me actually think of college days of just fucking being hammered and parties and group setting. But that was good. The fact that she marries him, even though she knows he won't be faithful, she's basically okay with that as long as you're loyal. And then one of my favorite lines in the movie is she's waiting for him for lunch. She has some kind of picnic set up somewhere or something. I don't know what it is. And he's late because he banged the model that he was painting.
Yep.
And so she asked him about it. He's like, it was just a fuck. That's all. I've given more affection in a handshake. that line made me like, oh shit.
I'm like, wow, he really fucking said that shit.
Yeah.
He really said that shit.
That was good.
But it was an all-star cast, though, if you think about it. You had Diego Luna, in addition to Molina and Hayek. You had Antonio Banderas.
Yeah.
Ed Norton as Nelson Rockefeller.
That was just
crazy.
weird to see.
Yeah. Didn't expect that.
No. Yeah, it was a crazy cast. There's the scene where the dog pees on the painting. That one was good. And
Jeffrey Rush, the guy that played fucking
Yeah.
Barbosa.
Yep. And then of course Alfred, however you said his last name,
Molina.
Bane's Frida's sister.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like, fuck.
It happens.
I don't know, man. I don't really have a lot else to say about this. Like, there was a few good scenes. I don't know. I like biopics. I like learning about historical figures I don't know anything about. But
Yeah.
by the time this ended,
good, Jay.
I was just thinking,
Okay.
why did this deserve a movie?
What's up, bruh? I mean, she'd been a big impact. Like, her artwork became something noticed. She was working with the Rockefellers. Like, the tragedy of her situation, her upcoming, and her uniqueness, a whole bunch of different things that lined up. But again, it's mostly about the circle. I mean, she was rubbing right elbows at times, but it's because of her personality.
She was rubbing more than elbows.
Especially in that restaurant. I didn't forget that scene.
Elbows, vulvas, junk, everything.
I was like, why can't we see more of this scene right here? You're showing everything else, damn near. Let us see where this goes.
Can we get a spin-off of just this? Can we get a remake of just this scene?
Yep.
And call it Frediki.
Wow.
But
Man.
I will say I liked her paintings. Her paintings looked really cool.
No, the paintings were great. The paintings were great.
I mean, I don't know. I guess I'd have to really read up on her more if I wanted to appreciate this movie more than I do. But
I mean, for all that, I'd rather watch a documentary than watch this movie again.
yeah,
Get more out of it, more entertained with it, because you're gonna get, well, what we think is the real story, but it'll be more towards that than moving it up and all the other shit that they did with it.
I think one of the big goofs in the movie was when she went to New York with Diego, and she's in the hotel. I think she's watching King Kong, and it's 1933, according to the story. King Kong didn't come out, or it's 1932. And King Kong came out in 1933 because her mother passed away in 1932, and it was way before that. Way before that. So like
continuity.
That was kind of it was small, like, but things you notice.
Yeah.
But the majority of people are not going to notice that too.
And then King Kong was a theme throughout the movie. After that movie being shown,
like, you seen that dude climbing the building or some shit? And
she had visions of like King Kong.
Yep, I remember that.
It's really interesting because now I'm trying to think about that. What was that really trying to portray? What was that part of the story? Why? You know what I mean? What exactly was that?
King Kong was like a beast, and it was Diego who was taking the place of King Kong in her visions. So like he was the beast, and she was the victim. That's one thing I could think of. I don't know.
That makes sense though.
Yeah,
it makes sense.
I could see that.
Didn't have her being held like how King Kong was holding the chick climbing up.
Yep.
Yeah, so it makes perfect sense.
The fact that she remarries him afterwards and they stay together until she dies.
Yeah.
I mean, they don't show him banning anybody else in during that period, but it's hard to believe that he didn't.
Unless it doesn't work anymore.
I feel like he was getting by just fine.
You never know. But yeah, I don't have much more to say about this movie either. Like I said, they're both boring.
But there was a connection, though.
What was the
Weed Wolf?
No. Connection. The connection for me that I took away was, so I had to look this up. I read about it. So Frida is considered almost like superhero status in her country. So like she kind of rose and got that inner strength to get over her accident, still continue to be an artist and be a leader and inspiration to many. Just like Super Lopez, he had to get over being different, and then finally putting all that together towards the end of the movie to find his inner strength to take out the bad evil Transformer.
Okay.
Yeah.
You see that overcoming stuff.
Overcoming, yeah.
Dealing with what the gifts you've been given.
Did he just fucking say Transformer, or am I just that fucked up?
No, he said Transformer. Whatever that robot shit was.
Because in the movie,
I got lost
because those kids, the kids are filming on their YouTube, and it's like Transformer versus a sissy.
We went back to Super Lopez. I was like,
yeah.
You know what the robot reminded me of? Eggman from Sonic.
Yes.
No jokes. I was having flashes of Eggman from Sonic.
Yeah, definitely Robotnik.
Actually, one of the things I enjoyed from Frida was just when she started throwing the word gringos around when they went to America. I thought that was pretty fun. Well, all right, I haven't. You know what? I'm like, I haven't heard gringos in a while.
Do you want to hear it more? Is that what you're saying?
I just thought it was funny.
I'm just
a casual observation.
I know, but with your casual observation, I was just wondering, as a friend, because I know a friend who can say that word very well for you, if you would like him
to. No, I'm quite all right.
Okay.
Who's that? The
G word.
Spanish?
Just from what my son took this year, I don't really.
Gringo.
You even rolled the R.
I did roll the R.
I can't roll R's.
No comment.
but girls never had any complaints. It still works.
See, I knew it was going there.
Yeah.
There you go.
Why he said no comment? I just laughed.
Anyway, what about your guys' thought in the beginning? It was I thought one of the scenes was like Tim Burton-esque when it was like the figures were like coming to life, and it just looked like a Tim Burton type, claymation, kind of like Nightmare Before Christmas scenery, like when her art was like coming to life.
I thought that was just a really cool cinematic trick. I did enjoy that when they did it. I think it started with like the after party after she got married there, with her and Diego standing there in a painting, and then the people came in behind it, and then it just fleshed out into real dancing. That was cool. And they did it a little bit sporadically throughout the rest of the movie.
Yeah.
Cool cinematography.
You just didn't like them.
No.
No, not at all. It looked good, but that was it. Like I said.
You could probably blame Ed Norton because I looked it up. He actually rewrote the script for this, and he's credited with this movie.
Did he really?
Yeah,
Yeah, he kind of started doing.
They left it to a gringo.
Well, this was in the era where he just kind of started after this to kind of go away because he was doing shit like that all the time.
Well, this was 2000. Yeah, 2002 it came out, so he must have written it in like 2001 at least. Wow.
If I remember the story, it's like not the fact that he wrote it, it's that as they're doing it, he keeps making rewrites and then delivering it on the day. Like, here's what we're doing. Yeah, like, here's what we're doing, guys. Wait, what?
Shit.
If there was ever a time, if there was ever a time you needed a writer's strike, that would have been it.
Just to stop him and Nick Cage.
Someone had to say it besides me. No,
I called it out for you.
Appreciate it.
Uncle Nick is the man. He leaves me a 20 every time he sees me.
There you go.
See,
I get like a crow's foot or a fucking lion head or a fucking lizard foot or something every time he comes through.
There you go. He's like the Nicolas Cage Tooth Fairy. He leaves you a movie under your pillow every night.
And a picture of him going,
"Yep,
right."
Yeah, get that Nicolas Cage pillowcase.
Sturdy.
The My
You ever
Buddy
seen
doll.
Gone in 60 Seconds?
I'm telling you right now, if anybody buys me any Nicolas Cage anything, just like them racists that burn them black jerseys, I'm gonna be doing the same shit.
Wow.
We're gonna anonymously send you a Nicolas Cage shaped birthday cake for your birthday.
He needs
Just
the
knock on the door.
the sequence pillow that when you brush it up and it looks like him brush it down and it just says Nick Cage.
Telling you, don't waste
Fuck
your money.
Nick Cage.
In 2 weeks, I'll make sure I'll have something Nick Cage for Sturdy, and I'll do it live. I'll do it live, handing it to him as well.
Sturdy, what's
There
your
you go.
birthday month again?
Don't waste your money.
What's your birthday month?
Waste your money. November.
Oh, bro, we totally got to get a Nick Cage cake sent to him in a bouquet of flowers that makes his image.
Well, James and I tried. Well, last November, James and I talked
He's
about
not
it
happy
briefly.
right now.
James and I talked about this briefly last November. I was looking for anybody, any bakery around that made erotic cakes because we wanted to send him a cake of just a huge junk, big white junk. But I don't think anybody would make the cake.
I know people that can make cakes like that.
We could have bought a penis cake pan off of Amazon, but I can't make a cake.
Learn how to use fondant and fucking like start watching some bake off shows and shit.
Yeah.
All right, let's try this.
Betty Cocker.
Pump the dough.
Oh, that show nailed it. You can like submit it as a fucking trial for it. Your cake is all lopsided and just screwing frosting.
Yeah, that show is so fucking ridiculous.
Nailed it. Oh shit. Yeah, so Nick Cage cake or a bouquet of flowers that arranges to
We
make
could probably
his face.
find a bakery to do a Nick Cage cake.
Oh my god, can we get a banner that we fly with a helicopter? Not us personally, but we pay them that says Sturdy
Just
loves Nick Cage and then another one
fly
that
it over
follows
his
with
house.
his face.
Or his website.
It'll circle over his house.
We
For
can
however
use
long.
AI to make Nick Cage saying how much he loves Sir Sturdy and then fucking have it projected onto his front door.
I'm already on it.
He's so upset he's crying.
You know,
He's about to cancel the show. He's done with podcasting, period.
I'll have something for you. I'll have something for you in the group chat later. Trust.
Oh, if it's there, that's fine. As long as it's not in the physical. The physical, I'm telling you, don't waste your money because I will not keep it. It will go right in the garbage, possibly on fire. But
Yo, what would you do if there was a hologram of Nick Cage standing on your porch and he talked to you like Nick Cage?
I'm not sure what I would do.
Yeah,
I'd
like
leave.
the Tupac holograms, but of Nick fucking Cage. And he's like, hey, Sturdy, I've seen what you said on my podcast. Like, you know what I mean? I got to tell you, I love your podcast, but
Oh, I would just leave.
you're a bit rough with me. I respect it, though. I respect it. Do the head tilt.
Hop in the car and go somewhere.
So you tell me if Nick Cage said Sturdy, I want to come on your show for interview, you would say no.
I don't like
He
it.
would.
Wow.
No,
you
I
would-
can see him forgetting it's a hologram and swinging on it and falling and shit and like being pissed off on his way to work the whole way.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
That would piss me off on the way to work. Fuck.
Yeah, not on a Saturday, on a goddamn Monday.
We gotta figure out some way that the first thing you see when you open your eyes is the morning and Nick Cage's face.
Oh my god. Oh
Not gonna
my
happen.
god.
If we could make that happen,
Not gonna happen.
we'll have to talk to Francis.
Yeah.
You can try, but
Oh, it's gonna be so good.
Puerto Rican Chris can't hold it together.
He's having a good time over there.
I can't wait. I can't wait. Oh shit. Oh, okay.
What's he doing?
Yeah.
I don't know. I got nothing else on these movies, man.
Nah,
Nipples.
me either.
I think Sturdy said he was gonna raise his score for Super Lopez to a 5 and then Frida to a 9.
Now they're still 2s, and that's being generous for both of them. But I'm gonna leave them there.
I feel
Dose.
so bad, man. I'm like, how? But
That's a dose for both of them.
End up being quattro, but just 2s. Just 2s.
Oh shit, man. It's gonna be so good. So good. I'm just seeing it all. Getting the different camera angles set up and everything. It's gonna be fucking great. It's gonna look like Paranormal Activity.
Well, I want to hire a Nick Cage lookalike to break into your house.
Now you're just asking someone to get hurt. Like, hurt. That would be a good idea. Yeah, break into this guy's house.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
Have him pull up to the track on Sunday in a Mustang.
There you go.
Oh, you can go to the track. I can't stop Nick Cage from going to the track. That's perfectly fine.
Oh, God.
Or maybe just have him sit in a chair across the street from your house, just all day, staring, waiting.
I'd probably end up fighting him. I'm being dead serious. Or getting arrested.
Did we ever ask you to show us on the doll where Nick Cage touched you that you hate him so much?
He's just annoying. He sucks as an actor. I don't want to go on this rant again. You guys can find that out.
Oh, man.
You can see that another time. But not today. Not today.
Oh.
Links are in the description, though, people. So
Yeah.
check out all of our links. But we're going to bounce on out of here. Thanks for popping by. Peace. There's 2 more 2s.